Welcome to Spartan News.
I'm Ruthie Levitt.
And I'm Luke Rowe.
Thanks for tuning in to Spartan News Episode 5.
We have some really cool segments for you today.
But first, some housekeeping.
Remember, Spartans, breakfast and lunch is still free in the cafeteria. Now remember, go get some chicken.
Go check out some really cool clubs in the BHS student portal. They're so fancy schmancy.
And now, for our featured presentation.
Starting off the show, we have an interview with the principal.
Next, an interview with the board game club.
And last, we asked your fellow peers what they like about being back at school.
Enjoy! That's pretty good. Do you want to do a second?
Hello, Spartan News. I'm here with your principal, Miss Christina, and I'm going to ask her a few questions. So, what is your favorite part about BHS?
Wow, there's a lot of favorite parts so far, but I think one of the things I like about BHS thus far is just how kind and welcoming everyone seems to each other and willing to pinch in and be a part of the community. It's been really nice to see that and just feel like everybody's really happy to be here and friendly and warm.
Well, we're happy to welcome you.
Well, thank you, Luke.
Okay, have you ever worked at any different schools in the past?
I have. I've worked at a handful of schools, but most recently I was at Roosevelt High School in the Seattle Public School District and as an administrator, principal, and as assistant principal. Prior to that, I was teaching at Ballard High School, also in Seattle. And prior to that, I did a short stint in the Highline School District at Evergreen High School, down by the airport.
Oh. All right, let's see. What's your favorite job? No. What's your favorite part about your job as principal?
I think my favorite part about my job as principal is when I really feel like I'm helping make a difference for students, and in particular when I can interact with students. Being in classrooms is so fun to watch students and teachers doing the whole teaching and learning thing. It's not something that I get to do as often as I would like, but I make time to do that and prioritize that when I can. Because certainly adults were here for students, so being able to see students in their natural habitat doing their thing is really cool.
All right, and now, what's the hardest part about being principal?
Yeah, the hardest part about being principal is that you just have to accept the fact that you're never going to please everyone, and that can be hard when you know that there are people where you're just going to have to agree to disagree at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I try to have those conversations in as respectful a way as I can, but sometimes those things just happen. The conflict can be inevitable in a big system.
All right, and finally, what's your favorite music group?
Oh man, my favorite music group? Well, it really depends. Sometimes it's forced because I have 3 elementary kids, so we do a lot of High School Musical kind of stuff. I'm not going to say that's my favorite, but sometimes that's the song that gets stuck in my head. But on any given day, I can kind of go between R&B and country. I can definitely do some oldies and some disco. I don't know that I have a firm answer for you, but lately I've been kind of taking it back to the early 90s.
Yeah. That's my mom's wheelhouse, all right.
Okay, all right, there you go. Lastly, I just want to mention that it's really exciting to get to know students. It's kind of hard to get to know students in this mask, which is why I actually took the mask off, just to be able to for you to see my face. I'm going to put it back on as soon as we're done. But I just want to say, if you see us admin out at lunch or in the halls, please say hi. It's we don't get to see you guys day to day as often as your teachers, but certainly are just as happy to get to know you and do a quick fist pound and just check in on you. I would also just want to mention that all of the adults in this building are here for you. So if there's anything we can do to help you, or you're not sure, who to ask or what, please mention it, and we'll do our best to support you. Certainly, there's a lot going on right now. Lots of feelings. We acknowledge that, feelings amongst adults as well. So just really wanting to reemphasize that we are all in this together, and anything we can do to support students is a huge part of our work. So, signing off. Thanks, everybody.
All right, and this is Luke Rowe signing off from Spartan News.
Guys, that was so fast. Cool.
Hi, I'm Hannah, and today I'll be interviewing the board game club. Introduce yourselves.
I'm Raina Shirley. I'm the president. And I'm Cameron Albee. I'm, I guess, the chancellor. That's vice president.
Cool. Okay. So, like, what do you guys do in Board Game Club?
Well, we play board games, surprisingly. But we also just create a safe space for people to hang out, eat snacks, and chat.
Cool.
Yep, and there's also usually like bad soda, so that's pretty cool.
Maybe you should buy the soda then.
I don't know if they could hear you giving them to the soda.
Okay. It's fine. What are your most like popular games that are played in Board Game Club?
Mr. Meidel's favorite game is X-Wing, so we do a lot of that.
Yeah, so X-Wing, and we're pretty early in the year, so like trends haven't super emerged yet.
Cool. I heard that D&D is played in Board Games Club.
Yes, we're planning to do a couple of campaigns. Also, very exciting, we got some funding for $200, so we're going to be purchasing a lot of games.
Right now, we don't have any D&D going on, but it will happen at some point.
Okay, very cool. And for my last question, what are your like individual like favorite games?
Honestly, before this club, I was not very into analog gaming, but after joining, I really love X-Wing. It's pretty fun.
I really like it. It's a game we haven't played here yet, but it's a game called Carcassonne, where there's no board and you sort of build the board through square tiles and it expands over time and it's very cool.
Okay, very cool. That was really great. So you should come down to room 305 in the 300 building and come join Board Game Club.
Hello, this is Ruthie Levitt, and we're going to go ask some of your peers what they think about being back at school. So, what do you think about being back at school full time?
I think it's fun. I get to see my classmates and my friends.
Do you miss online learning?
I miss being able to do work in my bed, for sure. That's fun. Yeah.
Thank you.
What's your favorite part about being back at school full time?
Seeing my friends.
Nice. What do you miss about online school?
Not waking up early.
All right, cool.
What do you like about being back in person?
The relationships that we're building currently, seeing all your smiling faces, or at least your eyes, and just the energy that's created here by having everybody together and back on campus.
What do you miss about doing online school?
Not a thing.
So, Ruthie, what do you like about being back in school? It's fun seeing my friends again, and I don't know, connecting with my teachers. Do you miss anything about online learning? Pajamas.